is up, guys? It is James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20, back to do a new video slash podcast for you. And if you don't know my voice by now, then why are you listening to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, or Podbean.com, or their official app? So, as I mentioned, my name is James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20, and in this video slash podcast, we are going to talk about the 4 Halloween Horror Nights mazes that were announced for Hollywood while I was out for like a month off YouTube. So the 4 mazes that we're going to talk about in this video is Terrifier, Scarecrow, Music by Slash, Five Nights at Freddy's, and WWE Wyatt Six. So, how we're going to do this is going to be a little differently. We're going to start with the maze that has the least amount of information, and then talk about the one that has the most information. So that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to start with the maze that has the least information, and go to the one that has the most information right now. And 2 of them are tied for most information, so I'm just going to see which one I want to do and then go from there. But if you guys also follow me on my social media sites, you know that I have a very special guest with me. Well, she started out doing these podcasts slash videos as my guest, but now she is my co-host. You know her, you love her. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined once again by my co-host, my mom, Marsha. So, Mom, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
So, Mom, are you ready to talk about these mazes?
Yes, I am.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video slash podcast of 4 Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood maze announcements, where we're going to talk about the 4 that I mentioned: Terrifier, Scarecrow the Reaping, or not Scarecrow the Reaping, Scarecrow Music by Slash, Five Nights at Freddy's, and WWE's Wyatt Six. So the first one we're going to start about the one that has the least amount of information, and this one did not have an announcement video. Yeah. My mom is shocked about this. Yes, this one did not have an announcement video. But as you can see on the screen, for anyone that's watching this on YouTube, for people that are listening to this on the podcast, I will describe what I'm seeing in the announcement videos and the official announcement posts. So, for Scarecrow the Reaping, we see 2 scarecrows, one that looks like a human form, one that looks like, to me, in my opinion, looks like either a rat or some kind of like dog. And then, of course, we have the iconic King Scarecrow with his top hat in it. And this year, Scarecrow the Reaping has music by Slash. So, if you don't know who Slash is, he's a famous guitarist. He started out with Guns N' Roses, and for 7 years now, he has done music for Halloween Horror Nights. His very first collab he did with Halloween Horror Nights was back in 2014 for a maze called Clowns 3D, and that was his first official soundtrack that he did for a maze. And then for many years he did a soundtrack for the Universal Monster mazes throughout the years. So this year he is returning this year to do music for the repeat maze Scarecrow. So, Mom, your thoughts before we continue on this?
I like Scarecrow last year.
It wasn't there last year. It was there
A couple years ago.
in 2022.
Yes.
Was the first year that we got Scarecrow the Reaping in Hollywood.
I'm excited about this one. When we had it, when I went through it last time, it scared the crap out of me.
Yes.
I'm really excited, and I'm excited about Slash doing the music. I always like his music in the mazes.
Yes. So moving on from there, also that they announced, we're gonna come back to that a couple years ago they released music of Howling Hornets that had a lot of music that was Slash did and other music. So this year, only on vinyl only. There's no CD version of it, nothing like that. Only on vinyl. You can pick up the music of Howling Hornets Volume 2. So they did Volume 1 like 2 years ago, I want to say, and then this year they have Volume 2. Also, they announced for this is that this year they're going to have theme food based on Scarecrow. So this is just a promotional thing. So they're going to have theme food and drinks based off Scarecrow.
That is cool. I like that.
Yeah. Definitely those tacos look amazing. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, but for people that are listening to the podcast, there is a blue Scarecrow top hat. Then there are like 4 different drinks that I'm assuming are alcoholic drinks, and then there are 2 versions of tacos that I'm seeing. This is all they shared about this so far. There's probably going to be more things to Scarecrow and Slash. But that's pretty cool.
It is cool, James.
So yeah.
I like it.
So yes. So I'm gonna read this tweet. So Scarecrow is located, and I forgot to mention the location for this maze. This is where Texas Chainsaw Massacre was last year in the T-pad. So that's where Texas was last year, and then the year before that was where Killer Clowns from Outer Space was. So yes, Slash Music of Howling Hornets Volume 2 will be available the purchase on Vine, and then also there's going to be themed food and cocktails at Jurassic Cove. So if you don't know what Jurassic Cove is, that is the Jurassic World / Jurassic Park restaurant that's located downstairs on the lower lot. And yes, you must be 21 or older with a Valiant ID to purchase and drink alcoholic beverages. So they are saying that to you guys right now. Okay?
You had to have a valid ID.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
All right. So now, someone asked a question. Do you have a name for the Slash bar, and could we expect any Guns N' Roses music in the bar? So, if you guys don't know, every single year, the upper seating area of Jurassic Restaurant, that's usually where they have a bar. I don't know if they're going to have a bar this year, because I'm going to talk about this because we are having a maze back in the Jurassic Park. Or, I call it Jurassic Park, but it's the Jurassic World at Syndicate. And I'm going to talk about why I think the bar is going to be moved. I don't think it's going to be upstairs above the restaurant this year. It could be, who knows? And then John Murray responded, Slash bar, LOL. short and sweet. We are still working out the playlist for Slash. He's on tour with Guns N' Roses right now. And this was, he responded to this on 7/29/25. So, like a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So that is pretty much it for this maze. We don't really have too much detail on this. I'm really looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any photos of the facade or anything, but if you guys go watch any construction videos, you can see the facade looks exactly the same like it was in 2022. Also, speaking of Scarecrow to Reaping, they also have a full-time maze walkthrough of that at Las Vegas for Horror Unleashed, which opens August 14th, so a couple of days from now. So I think this is going to be a promotional thing for saying if you like the Scarecrow to Reaping maze here in Hollywood, go check out the one in Vegas. And it's probably going to be the same in Vegas. If you like the one in Vegas, come check out the one in Hollywood. So,
I think that's too, James. It's going to be a promotional one.
yeah. All right, so now let's move on to Terrifier. Okay? So Terrifier did have an announcement video. And right now I'm going to play it for you guys on YouTube. And then for people who are listening to the audio, you'll hear it. And then we'll talk about the maze. Sorry guys, a little technical difficulty. We're going to start over again. I clicked out of the video by mistake.
Live the horror you love to watch at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, featuring Terrifier and more.
Alright, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, Terrifier is coming to Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood and Orlando. So this is a shared property. So I have seen the first two Terrifier movies. I have not seen the second, or haven't seen the third one yet. But I'm going to have to watch the third one because I want to give a shout out to some people. We'll come back to these questions in a moment. I want to give a shout out to the Hauntland. If you guys don't know who it is, who these guys are, it's a group of friends that do a live stream talking about horror nights about once a month, and they put information together about this maze. So I want to give a shout out to them because this tells you not all about the maze, but like the highlights. So first thing we're going to talk about is the facade of this maze. The facade is going to be based off the Funhouse from the second movie. So if you guys don't know, in the second movie, Art the Clown has his own fun house, and people go in there, and that's where he does a live killing in the fun house. So they're gonna basically going to start you in the second movie, and the fun house is going to be the facade / entrance to this house. The letters are going to be flashing red and white, and that's exactly the same like they did in the movie.
Like when you go in the entrance, James, right? Flashing lights.
The Terrifier Funhouse sign is going to flash red and white lights.
When you get into the maze.
No, that's the facade.
Oh, facade. Okay,
it's
got
the
it.
Facade, yes.
Okay.
Okay. The director, who I can't say his name, was part of the creative team. They're going to will focus moments from all three films.
So the first, the second, and the third.
And the third, yes.
Okay.
Gore will not be will not be toned down. So whatever kills you saw in the movies is what we're going to see in the maze. So, as I said, this is going to be the Gore House of the year.
Really, James?
Yes.
Oh, fun. Fun.
Okay. The Maze was written by John Murdy and someone from Orlando. Will feature unique scenes in each coast. So there's going to be some scenes that you're going to see that were not in the three movies, but scenes that they made up for this maze. So there's going to be some scenes only in Hollywood and some scenes only in Orlando. Okay?
So scenes that were not in the movie
will also
be in there.
So there's going to be a mix of scenes that you saw in the movie and scenes that you did not see in the movies.
So they're mixing it up.
That's from what my understanding from what I'm reading. That's what it sounds like, but I could be wrong. But I'm just going based off the information I have right now. Okay.
That's going to be fun.
There will be lots of water effects.
So we're going to get wet too.
Yes. And the final thing, there will be gross smells.
Okay.
So, pretty much what it's sounding like, it's going to be kind of like the same like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where it had gross smells. Yes. Yes. All right. So we do have some questions that people did ask. This was a very important question because I wanted to know about this too. So for Orlando is going to give you guys a choice. There's going to be a dry path where you don't get sprayed and stuff. And there's going to be a wet path where if you want to
get wet.
So someone asked John Birdie, is there going to be a wet path and a dry path for the Terrifier house? Okay? And John Birdie said, no, you have no such choice.
So there's not going to be a dry
path.
Dry path.
No.
So we are going to get wet.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then this was another question that I thought was interesting. Will Terrifier be the stink house this year, or there will be multiple houses like last year? Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Insidious, Alien. I don't know what the AQP stands for.
Alien versus Predator?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Which had terrifying smells. I'm just fascinated by the smells. And John Birdie did say, well, it's not... Yes, there was just discussion about a misty animal / urine smell with the effects team, but it's not for Terrifier.
So it's going to be a different house.
Yes. So basically what John Birdie is saying, yes, there are going to be smells, but there's going to be smells in multiple different houses. So that is Terrifier, ladies and gentlemen. Marsha doesn't look too happy right now.
Because what happened in Saw, I don't want a repeat of what happened to me in Saw.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, just to confirm, I also forgot to mention, this maze is one of the two houses that's going to be located on the H lot. This maze is going to be located where Ghostbusters was last year, and the year before that was where Chucky was. Mm-hmm. So, yes, so Scarecrow Reaping is located in the T-Pad location, and Terrifier is located
where Ghostbusters was.
Right, one of the mazes in the H lot. So now we're going to go to a maze that I'm really, really excited about. We have not... So, let me explain. Back in 2000, WWF, that's what WWE was called back in the day, was WWF, World Wrestling Federation. But now they're known as WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. That's what they stand for. So for 25 years, Hollywood has not had a wrestling house in a while. They did do one back in 2000 with The Undertaker. So a lot of people thought maybe we were going to have something with The Undertaker. We did not. So this year, we have WWE Wyatt 6. If you don't know who the Wyatt 6 are, let me explain. So there was a guy who was named Bray Wyatt. He was a WWE wrestler. So he did a lot of characters. He did the Fiend. He did the Fiend. It's not the Fiend on. I forgot the character of the app, but he also had a Funhouse character that he did. He did a lot of different characters, and he was in the works with Mike Aiello, who was the creative director of Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. But sadly, before anything could go on,
he passed away.
He passed away from a heart attack.
Okay.
So his brother took it up, and they've been working for a long time, 6 years, to make this maze happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood is finally having a WWE house. And a lot of credit goes to Mike Aiello and someone else in Orlando because they're huge wrestling fans. So a lot of these mazes that we get in Hollywood, usually it's because the Orlando team gets them and then they share properties. Now, some we get on our own in Hollywood, but this WWE thing has to do a lot with Orlando getting the rights to do it and then decide to do it as shared property. But before we talk any further about this maze, let's watch the official announcement video for WWE Wyatt 6.
Comfort. Don't you worry. You suffer in solitude. Live the horror you love to watch at Universal Halloween Horror Nights. WWE presents The Horrors of the Wyatt Six.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so that was the announcement video. So, technically, I go to WWE Riot 6. The official title for this maze is called The Horrors of the Wyatt Six. So, some people I've heard it say WWE Wyatt 6, but if you want the official title, it's called The Horrors of the Wyatt Six. So this is the official poster, and just to let you know, the guy in the top hat, that is Uncle. I forgot his character name, but he's the uncle, and that is Bray Wyatt's brother, Boo Wyatt. So he had a lot of influence to make this maze happen because Bray Wyatt really wanted to do a house at Halloween Horror Nights. So it was thanks to Michael Yellow, thanks to Wyatt's brother. A lot of people from WWE also came in and helped to make this maze happen. So
I'm glad he's getting a maze, James.
Yes. So your thoughts on this first before we get into the details.
It looks like a good maze from the poster. I've never seen a WWE house. So I'm very excited about this one, James.
Yeah, I am too. So I want to give a shout out again to the Hauntland. They put everything together. So this is what I was talking about. So Bray Wyatt, before he passed away, he was in communication with Micah Yellow from Orlando to really do a maze. So basically, it's been 6 years in the making since Bray reached out to Orlando senior director Micah Yellow, who was a lifetime WWE fan. So Bray is the one that started this, and then his brother, as well as multiple other people from WWE, made his dream come true as a house.
So it's going to be on both coasts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Orlando and Hollywood.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, this maze is going to be located in the Jurassic World Extended Queue. And the last time that we had a maze in there was in 2018. It was the last Insidious maze. And so we haven't had a maze in this location for a very, very long time. Right. So this will honor Bray Wyatt and the feed. This maze was made possible because of the impact of WWE and the Orlando creative team. Okay? This is why I'm saying I don't think we're going to have the bar up on the thing, because if they do what they did last year, they're going to have the line going up and then around and stuff. Because if you guys know, for the past couple of years, Jurassic Park has never done anything. And then last year, when the maze was in Soundstage 12, that was where the line queue was for the Monsters maze. Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking they might have the entrance there. I don't know where they're going to put the line queue for this maze this year. Oh no. The journey will start in the bayou. You will enter the Firefly Funhouse. That's what I was talking about, this little thing. Experience the Monday Night Raw massacre and face the Wyatt Six. Now, I love this. Easter eggs galore for WWE fans, including references to matches.
So the Easter eggs are going to be like the matches that they did with other wrestlers.
No, basically the Easter eggs are going to be in the maze. They're not going to be themed like it's something hidden where if you're a WWE fan or something, you might recognize it.
Oh, got it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So then let's get to some fan questions. Okay. So this fan asked John Murdy, what was it like bringing back WWE to HHN Hollywood after 25 years? Since The Undertaker No Mercy in HHN Hollywood 2000. And John Murdy responded, an education. Did a ton of research on this and also relying on Mike and Roman, who are both WWE super fans.
So he was relying on Michael and the other guy because I guess John Murray doesn't know anything about wrestling.
I mean, he knows some.
But not a lot.
Okay. Are you be able to tell us the facade of this WWE house? It all seems like a straw roof, and it looks like a tiki hut from the photos. It's deep in the swamp, the bayou, you might say. Okay.
Interesting.
And then the final question. How would you describe the Wyatt Six house? It's our own take on the Wyatt Six horror vision, creating dimensions for each of the characters with lots of Easter eggs for the fans, and also a responsible tribute to what Bray Wyatt created and is also being carried out by the Wyatt Six.
So they're going to do a tribute for Wyatt. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it's going to be our own take on the Wyatt Six, creating dimensions for each of the characters, and also have lots of Easter eggs for the fan. It also will be a responsible tribute to what Bray Wyatt created, and also is being carried out by the Wyatt Six.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah, I am really excited about that.
I am really excited about this house, James.
Yes. Yeah, I'm very happy that we're getting a WWE house. I'm really shocked that that they are doing a house like this. It's really, really important to understand that that Bray Wyatt was a brilliant wrestler. He created so many different characters, right. And I love that we're actually going to see what he created, because I remember when Bray Wyatt first came on the WWE, I was hooked. He was a good character. The Wyatt Six came. I know all of their stories and stuff. So this is going to be a really interesting house, and I might have to point some stuff out for you.
Right. Right.
Yes. All right, guys. So now we're going to move on to the final house that we're going to talk about in this video. And this is one that I'm really, really excited about. This is going to be the only house that's going to be located in a sound stage. Mm-hmm. Mom, if you want to say it, go ahead.
The house we're talking about that's coming to HHN, both in Orlando and Hollywood, is Friday Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, it was officially announced that it will be a house. So So before we talk about this and get to some of the fan questions, let's watch the official announcement video.
Live the horror you love to watch at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, featuring 5 Nights at Freddy's and more.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited about this. Five Nights at Freddy's is officially coming to Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood in Orlando, and I, you know, I saw this movie in theaters when I, with my co-host Marsha, and then we watched it so many times when it used to be on Peacock. It's not on Peacock anymore, but we know this movie inside and out, so we're gonna have references to this movie, so we're gonna understand. So again, I want to give a shout out to the Hotland for putting this together, and here we go. So as we did mention, this is going to be located on Soundstage 15 on the lower lot. The costumes and animatronics are by Jim Henson's Creature Shop, so they're going to have the actual. It looks like they're going to have references to the costumes that we saw in the movie, as well as the animatronic creatures.
Animatronic creatures.
Yes.
Okay.
This will also feature Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, Foxy, and Mr. Cupcake. So this is Freddy, this is Foxy, this is Chica, and that is Bonnie.
Okay.
This will be based on the first movie. So, not the second one that's coming out in December. It's only going to be based on the first one.
The one that we saw, James, right?
The one that we saw.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
It'll take us through the pizza parlor, including the security room. So basically, this whole maze is going to be basically based in the pizza parlor, and at some point you will go into the security room.
Okay. Got it.
So, your thoughts so far on this?
I'm excited about this maze. I was hoping it would come this year, and my dreams came true because the movie was fantastic.
Exactly. All right, so now let's get to some fan questions that Mr. John Birdie announced, and I picked the best ones. I like this first one. Will Five Nights at Freddy's smell like pizza? It will have some tasty scents.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
The next one. Or the Five Nights at Freddy's animation be the same size as the ones used in the film? Not all are going to be animatronic. Through by the film's methods, they are. Yes, they are the exact same as the film built by Jim Henson's Creature Shop.
Okay.
Okay. Next one. Will scenes all be? What scenes are we going to be getting in the Five Nights at Freddy's house? And what is the facade looking like? And thank you for the awesome lineup. The facade is going to be Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. Everything will take place inside of it.
So everything's going to be, that happens, is going to be inside the pizza place.
And at some point, we're going to go through the security room.
Okay.
So, are you excited about that?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Will the Five Nights at Freddy's house contain any callbacks specifically to the games? It's all based on the film, which has a lot of Easter eggs to the game.
So it's nothing to do with the game.
Yeah, but he's saying there will be some Easter eggs from the game in the maze.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
With Five Nights at Freddy's, will there be animatronics scaring us this year? Or will there be costume actors?
That's a good question.
Not costume actors exactly. Some are like 8 feet tall. A variety of different tactics.
Eight feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Holy.
Was the game creator Scott Conson involved in the creative process for the Five Nights of Freddy's house? Yes, Scott was the guiding force of both the video games and the film.
So he's doing some aspect of the maze.
He was helping Mom.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And then I like this question. What was the most challenging to create Five Nights at Freddy's house? Figuring out how to deliver the main characters, which were the animatronics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that is it.
So James, I had a question on this one. There's not going to be any actors in there, or they are going to be actors?
No, there are going to be actors in there. He said a variety of different tactics. So.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Mom, your thoughts on this maze?
I am very, very excited. I was hoping this one would come because I liked the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I hope they bring it as a maze one year.
Mm-hmm.
And my dreams came true. I'm so happy for this maze.
Right.
I want to go in it a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think.
What about you, James?
I think this one's going to be very popular.
Yeah.
I very think this is going to be a very popular maze.
Definitely.
Yeah. So this is going to wrap up this video / podcast. So guys, tell us what you think about these mazes. Are you excited for them? Are you not? What do you think? And we're waiting for more announcements coming, so hopefully more announcements will be coming soon. And once they do, I will be doing videos on it. So, next video that you're going to see is the 5th speculation map video. And there may or may not have been some maze announcements and maybe the Terror Tram announcement that I might be adding into the speculation map. But you're just going to have to wait for that video and find out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank everyone for listening. If you want to follow my co-host Marsha on her social media site, she has X, that is known as Twitter, and she also has Instagram, which she does post sometimes on there. Not very often, but sometimes. And if you want to follow me, your host, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and I also post on the YouTube post section on YouTube. So anyone that just follows me on YouTube will know when videos are coming out. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this video on YouTube or listening to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcast, or Podbean.com or Podbean official app. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys for the next video, which is going to be the speculation map coming soon. Bye-bye.